Do this now. The chair would clarify the earlier announcement pursuant to Clause 5D of Rule 20. The whole number of the House is 434 currently. Under the Speaker's announced policy of January 4th, 2021, the gentleman from Indiana, Mr. Banks, is recognized for 60 minutes as the designee of the Minority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I request that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks.
Without objection.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, at least on one question, Americans are more united than ever before. This week, as we mark the 1-year mark of the Biden presidency, the vast majority of the American people agree that the Biden presidency has been a failure. After 1 year in office, President Biden's approval rating is the lowest ever recorded after the first year in office of any president in American history. Why is no mystery. By every measure, Americans are worse off today than when Biden took office. Inflation, crime, the debt, the border, Afghanistan, a never-ending pandemic. Americans have endured humiliation abroad and division at home. And all of these disasters are man-made. Everyone knows why inflation is at a 40-year high. Everyone knows why Americans' wages have been cut by 3% or more. Democrats spent trillions and then passed the largest federal budget in history. How, in less than a year, did we go from energy independence to begging Saudi Arabia for oil? Well, maybe it has something to do with the president banning new natural gas production in the United States. You see, the media wants to make things complicated. They want you to believe that no one really knows why you're paying close to $4 per gallon at the pump. They want to separate the consequences of the last year from its cause. But don't be fooled, Madam Speaker. There's a border crisis because the Biden administration stopped building the wall, cut deportations by 90%, and reversed every single one of President Trump's successful border enforcement measures. Fentanyl is now the leading cause of deaths for Americans age 18 to 45 because it too is pouring across a wide open southern border. It's that simple. Crime immediately shot up after Democrats' anti-police riots, because of Democrats' anti-police riots. There are still hundreds of Americans stranded in Afghanistan because the Biden administration didn't prioritize its own citizens for evacuation. President Biden's COVID policies do not work. That's why COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths all rose during the Biden presidency. Americans endured mandatory vaccinations, pointless mask mandates, endless school closures, and never-ending Dr. Fauci interviews. And it was all for nothing. Americans can see what's in front of them. That's why they've rejected this administration. The proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is stale. The question is, can Americans endure 3 more years just like the last one? I believe that they can, but they shouldn't have to. That's why the Republican Study Committee is here tonight. We will hold the Biden administration accountable every step of the way. We will make sure that the past year of crises and catastrophes never repeats itself. Madam Speaker, tonight I will yield to a number of my colleagues, like the next one from the great state of Indiana, Jackie Walorski, who's going to share some thoughts with us as well.